Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another modded weapon guide here on Borderlands 2. Today we are back looking at a new weapon, and this time it's a modded SMG which directly replaces the Hellfire, and it is called the Susano'o. I think I might have pronounced that one okay-ish. It's basically Susan with an L on it though, if you want to correct me on that one, but I'll be calling it the Susano'o, and it's made by Soze over on the community GitHub. And like I said, it's an SMG. It's actually a shock-locked SMG. Pretty fun to use actually. I've been using this one, giving it a test out and that, quite enjoying it as well actually. Going to be using it on Gauge just because I don't really use Gauge too much. So yeah, going to be running around with this and letting you guys know everything about it. So let's start off as always by showing you where to get it. So of course you can click on the link in the description, which will take you straight there. But if not, head over to the Borderlands 2 community GitHub, click on Borderlands 2 mods, head right pretty much down to the bottom of the list right now, and you'll see Soze's section right there, and then click on the Susano'o. This will bring up the weapon information you need. All you've got to do then is click on the raw tab, right click and save as into your binaries folder, and then come into the game and enable that in the console commands. And make sure you bring yourself a Hellfire, which will change it into the Susano'o. As you can see, nicely skinned, changed from the Hellfire, and when you shoot, you can either burst fire in aiming down the sights or just hip fire it as normal. Awesome sounding weapon this as well. I'll go into that a little bit more in a minute, but yeah, there you go. That is what the weapon looks like. There's the weapon card. So everything you need to know is right there, but I'll run through it again in a minute while killing some enemies. So I'm going to start off by killing Badmore, and then after that we'll go back to the original clip in the scene where I will just carry on running through Bloodshot Stronghold. But yeah, it takes down Badmore pretty quickly. I am using the B setup on this, and obviously then trying to send Death Trap out. There he goes, out to distract them, so I keep my amp damage. This is pretty good when you have the B amp damage activated. A lot of people might see in the following clips and all that, oh, this is just another overpowered modded weapon. It's not overpowered at all. It's very well balanced actually, even quite hard to use if you haven't got the amp damage. So yeah, if you want to use it without the B and give yourself a little bit of a test, the weapon itself is absolutely fantastic. It really is a good feel. Like I said, I love the sound of it. It just sounds absolutely awesome. And yeah, it's a good fast firing SMG. So things to note, it's actually shock only. Any other element than shock will get deleted by sanity check, so make sure you use the GIB code provided by Soze in the weapon text information file on GitHub. So this thing has 50% critical hit damage. It will splash shock as well. You can probably hear the splash playing when it's hitting the floor, and it bursts fires on zoom. That's all you pretty much need to know about this weapon. Apart from that, it's just like the Hellfire. Very fast firing, like I said, but obviously if you want to aim down the sight and get an even faster burst fire, then it's even better as well. So like I said, you will need to use slag as well with this, as with usual overpower 8, just to get that extra damage applied. The best thing I can say is, if you think it's too OP, take the B off. It works very well with the B. It can, you know, take an enemy's health down very, very easily, and you don't really need slag involved in it. But if you want to give yourself more of a challenge with this, then by all means take the B off and try it as well. You can probably see in a few clips when I actually eventually do lose my amp damage on the B, then it becomes more of a challenge, especially when you've got like a ironclad lunatic running after you and you've got no amp damage and he's very close. It can get quite scary, as well, normal in overpower 8, so you'll soon realise it's not an overpower weapon, and you have got to apply slag to that enemy and then take him down as good as possible. This thing is probably best for stripping shields though. It absolutely wrecks shields so well, it's unreal. So if you want to go and find yourself some stalkers, and get their shield off quite easily, then whip this thing out. It's very fast firing, easily manoeuvrable as it's an SMG, and hip fires quite well as well. So yeah, definitely a really good weapon. Really enjoyed using this one. So thank you to Soze. Go and check it out now and let me know what you guys think of it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.